Hey guys, Big Bertie here. Today going back to a retro reminder all the way to 1990, and we're going to have a look today at these Monster in My Pocket battle cards that were released to run alongside the Series 1 Monster in My Pocket release of 1990. And as you can see here, I've got an original pack of the monster cards released by Matchbox, and you can just about see at the bottom here that it says Matchbox Limited 1990. And for those of you that remember these, you didn't just get the cards, you also got a die, which I've got over on the side here, but also you received two figures. You always got the Beast in either standard, olive green or red, and then you also received the Witch in either standard red or standard olive green. Those are the only two figures that came with these cards. You got one colour combination or the other. So let's get these out and have a little look. And whilst I'm doing that, if you remember having this game and playing this game as a child, or even have got this game and still play it, then let me know in the comments below. So as you can see, the pack contained 48 battle cards, each one for each of the 48 monsters in the original Series 1 lineup. We'll have a proper look at those in a minute. You also received in each pack a how to play rule sheet, which I'll talk a little bit more about later on, a Monster in My Pocket checklist. I'm glad when I purchased these they hadn't been ticked off. My original pack of these cards was given away or sold a long time ago, so I'm not sure what happened to mine, but anyway, I bought these again off eBay recently just so I could have them in hand again. Then within the pack you also had these two wild cards, which I'll explain what they're for later on. So before I go over a quick recap of the rules, let's just flick through a couple of these cards. Now obviously anybody who remembers Series 1 Monster in My Pocket, one of the most popular and most powerful monsters in the game was Great Beast, and here he is, 25-point monster, card number 1. This card in particular has stuck in my mind all these years since I had my original pack. I always remember the art on this card. And as you can see, each of these cards has the Beast with their intelligence score, strength score, speed score and weakness score. And just like most games like this, it's about comparing one character's stats to another. This is pretty much the most powerful card in the game, but you've also got Hydra. Here is another powerful beast. Werewolf, you can see there. Behemoth. All these have got 10s in at least one place on their card. And Tyrannosaurus Rex. The T-Rex, interestingly, has a strength and a speed of 10. Intelligence, though, is lower than, for example, Great Beast and Hydra. If I just flick through a few of these other cards, bring back some memories, hopefully. I'm not going to go through them all, but you can see Mummy, rather weak character in the game. Lower point monster, only worth 5 points. Mad Scientist. Skeleton. For those of you that remember Series 1, Monster in My Pocket, some of the best and most famous monsters, mythical creatures were in this particular series, and it's the one that's most loved by fans, probably even to this day. And as you can see in the background here, I've just got some of my collection from Series 1, Monster in My Pocket. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all of these now. I'm just going to pull a couple out and explain how the game works. So we always have 2 players. It's easier with 2 players. You can play it with more players, but it's easier with 2 players. So we'll go, for the purpose of this, we'll have the monster versus Great Beast. Put them there so people can see what's going on. We'll lift them up later. So you shuffle the cards and deal them between the 2 players, and then you take it in turns to pull out a card from the top of the pile without looking at it. So for example, player 1 pulls out the monster there, player 2 pulls out Great Beast there, so you can see them. Then you take it in turns to roll the dice. So for example, here we go, I roll a 6, Then the number that you roll in this case corresponds to these numbers on the rule card. If you roll a 6, you get to choose which stat you compare out of intelligence, strength, speed, weakness, or even the amount of points that the monster is worth. A 5, weakness, 4, speed, 3, strength, 2, intelligence, and 1 point value. For example, in this case, I've got a 6, so I'll choose my strongest stat, which is strength, 10. The Great Beast's strength score of 10 beats the monster's score of 9, and in this case, the player that has the Great Beast will take both cards. In the event of a tie, and obviously this card we can't have a tie, but in the event of a tie, you would put another card down each. Let's say, for example, you rolled a 3, which is strength. Let's say they both had a strength score of 7, so it's a draw. You put another card down, so in this case we've got Tengu versus Rock. Roll it again, this time I've got a 5, which is the weakness value. Rock has a weakness of -8, Tengu has a weakness of -4, so obviously in this case -4 beats -8, and this player will take all the cards. So a couple of ways you can play it. You can keep going until one person has the entire deck of cards in their control, or every time you win a pair of cards or multiple cards, you keep them on one side and keep going until nobody has any more cards to draw. But this is a great game. Really hope lots of you remember playing this as a kid, or maybe still have these now somewhere. If you have, go and get them out. I bought this pack which had the 2 original figures in and the original box off eBay for just over £5, and the amount of memories that brings back to me is worth way more than £5. Let me know if you've still got your original set, or if you remember having these and playing with these with your friends when you were a child. Oh, before I forget, one thing to mention as well, can't forget, if you end up having a wild card in your hand, let's say you pull any card out, so for example Hanover, if you have a wild card drawn, the wild card automatically wins, meaning you get your card back and your opponent's card. And if I just pull these over, you can see these for now. We've got the Beast and the Witch, just the standard Series 1 original colours before they released the neons. When they released the neons, they didn't re-release the cards, they kept them as the standard colours in the original release. So I hope you've enjoyed that quick overview and showcase of the Monster in My Pocket battle cards. If you like the video, please subscribe. I'm going to be uploading some more retro videos in the future, as well as some more Lego related videos. And again, please comment below if you've played this game before, or if you remember playing this game more recently. Right, thanks guys, see you soon.